Hi, this is Traceyhd, and I want to thank you for joining me today for another Oracle and Tarot card deck review. And today I'm reviewing the newly released Angel Wisdom Tarot, and it's a 78 card deck and guidebook by Radleigh Valentine and illustrations by Dan Craig. And I was so happy to come upon this on Amazon the other day, and I was so excited for another Angel Tarot deck. We're used to getting the Doreen Virtue decks, and now I guess Radleigh Valentine is solo, and I am so thankful that I ran into this because I think it's going to be a really great deck. First of all, it's amazing, amazing packaging. As you can see, it's a very sturdy box. And if you watch my videos, you know that the packaging is very important to me because this is going to protect your cards. And let's see what's inside the box. First of all, we have a really nice guidebook, matte finish. Look at how thick that guidebook is. And inside the guidebook, let's see what we have here. We have our table of contents, an introduction to the cards, how to work with the Angel Wisdom Tarot. There's quite a bit of information in here. Wow. Wow. How to get the cards ready, how to shuffle them, and then of course you're going to have your card spreads. And then there's going to be a quick reference guide to the cards, wisdom cards, card suits, archangel associations. Okay, major arcana, minor arcana, the magical meanings of the cards. It's going to go into the major arcana. And I'm surprised there's no picture of the cards. We start out with card 0, the Dreamer, okay, which is Archangel Metatron. And there's no pictures, just basically the number of the card, the wording on the cards, and it's going to have a brief meaning of the cards. Okay, and we're going to go through all 78 cards. Okay, so very, very well-made book. A wealth of information, I must say. And now let's take a look at the cards. Let me get this wrapper off here. Ooh. Here we go. Okay, and I like that these cards are a matte finish. Okay, you can, not sure if the camera's picking up on that. It's not a glossy finish like we're used to. And the card stock is okay, it's decent. Okay, the backs of the cards have a really interesting design. It's the world and then all of the cards going around it. And I like the moon phases as well. And then we're going to have the number at the bottom of the card if you're into numerology. And we're going to have the angel symbols on the bottom of the cards. And I believe they said this was Metatron. So it says the Dreamer, which would be the Fool. A new start, trust yourself, push your fears aside, and take a leap of faith. So I like the fact that there's different wording on the cards other than the traditional tarot, which would be the Fool. So the Fool in this case is the Dreamer, okay, and it's 0. And then number 2, or number 1, listen to me, number 2, it's been a long day. Number 1 would be the Magician, and it says, magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. So these are great cards for a beginner. And then we go into the High Priestess. So I guess he is going to use the actual traditional meanings of the cards at the top. The only one he changed was the Fool, and he named it the Dreamer. The High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, Wise Counselor. Okay, so we don't have the Hierophant here. We're going to be referring to it as the Wise Counselor. The Lovers. And instead of showing the 2 people on the card, we just have 2 hands joining together. Very interesting. The Chariot. Justice. The Hermit. The Wheel. Strength. And it's pretty traditional looking with a woman and a lion. Awakening, which would be the Hanged Man. Release. Balance. ego, transformation, the star, the moon, the sun, renewal, the world. So I love how he's incorporated these angels into the cards, in each and every card. And again, the abbreviation for the angel that's on the card is going to be on the bottom. Okay, this would be the world. Okay, and we have, it looks like, I guess it must be the Ace of Wands, because this little boy is holding up a wand. Two of Wands. Okay, Three of Wands. And I like the fact that he has embraced a lot of diversity in these cards. We have, you know, African-American people, white people. We have same-sex people in this card. We have children. We have a man and woman here. Okay, Five of Wands. And I guess this flame up here would be like the wand symbol for this card. And then we have two X's down here, and we have a 5 up here, and the initials JE down here. Okay, Six of Wands. This is very different. Usually the Six of Wands is on a horse. This is a woman standing on the ground with the Six of Wands holding her flag. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. 10 of Wands. And I really like the fact that there's this wording down here. So for a beginner, okay, that's great. But it might be a little challenging for a beginner in a sense that these don't look like the traditional tarot cards, where usually the 10 of Wands is someone with the wands on their back and they're bent over like they're burdened. In this case, we have this elderly woman, and she looks exhausted. Okay, she has wands laying all over the place. They're not necessarily strapped to her back, but I guess the expression on her face, you know, is going to be something to look at, but it may be a little bit of a challenge. Okay, and we have the Page of Wands. The P would stand for page. KN would be Knight of Wands. Then we have the Q for Queen of Wands, King of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Cups. And we have the water emblem up here, just like we had for the wands, we had the fire. Okay, and then we have the Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, where we see the man sitting under the tree like we traditionally see. The cup is being offered, but his back is turned from this angel here. Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups with all the cups as the options, very traditional looking. Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups. Oh, and I like this. You know, we have this genie here, and we have this magic lamp, and you know how this is the wish card, so like you rub the lamp and make a wish. Interesting compared to that heavy-set man sitting down with the smug look on his face with the cups surrounding him that we're used to seeing. Interesting. Okay, he's ready to grant your wish here with this wish card. 10 of Cups. Then we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. And then we go into the swords. This would be the Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords. And we're used to the thrice pierced heart. In this case here, we have this angel consoling this woman here. And we have the Three Swords down here. But this is very different from what we're used to seeing. Four of Swords. And this person is in the lotus position meditating. And we have the stained glass window with the Four of Swords. Normally we see someone lying on their back, you know, resting. Five of Swords. We have this poker game going on in the back and this guy stealing the chips. So yeah, I get the meaning of this card. It's like the traditional Five of Swords in a way. Somebody making off with their money, stealing something maybe. Six of Swords, the traditional boat here we see with people leaving. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. You know what? Forgive me. Here's the Seven of Swords. Why did I get that confused with the Five of Swords? Okay. This is, lacking integrity and stuff and, winning at all costs. Where this is the sneaky guy. Again, it's been a very long day. I don't know how I could have gotten those mixed up. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. And he's up in the middle of the night. 10 of Swords. Normally, we would see someone who's being backstabbed. Okay. But in this case, this woman is leaving. She has her bags packed and she's ready to walk out the door. And we have the 10 swords here. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, and then we go into the Pentacles. This would be the Ace of Pentacles. There's a pentacle on that book there. Two of Pentacles, and he's juggling these two clocks instead of pentacles. Three of Pentacles, honing her craft. Four of Pentacles. We're used to someone sitting down, holding onto, grasping onto the pentacles. In this case, we have a woman standing up. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, and that looks more or less what we're used to seeing on the Nine of Pentacles, a woman surrounded by lush greenery and her 9 pentacles and a bird, and we have fruit hanging up above, and she looks like she's arrived. 10 of Pentacles, and then we have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So there's a lot of different takes on these cards. A lot of them are not what we're used to seeing in the traditional, Rider-Waite decks that we're used to seeing, but they're interesting. I like the fact that he has some diversity in these cards. Very nice blend of different things. And I like the fact that there's words on the bottom of the cards. Very interesting deck. I'm going to want to read the book further to see what else this card has to offer. It looks like they're color-coded. We have the green for the pentacles, which would be very earthy. Okay, and then we have blue for the swords. Then we have this indigo for the cups, the water. Okay, and then the red for the fire, for the wands. Very, very interesting. Very different. Let me see how these are to shuffle. They're not bad to shuffle. They're kind of large cards. Okay, there is a border on them. I don't know if I will trim the border or not. I may not, because I think it's going to run into the letters at the top of the corners. That might be a problem. I think they're fine as they are. And again, I don't have the biggest hands. I don't have the smallest hands, but these are on the larger side. I do prefer a little bit of a smaller, narrower card that's easier to shuffle. But all in all, this is going to be a welcome addition to my ever-growing tarot collection. If you've enjoyed this review, please like it by giving it a thumbs up, share it, and above all, subscribe, because I will be back with more.